Hello, I'm DelusionDispeller. This is a big narcissistic trait. In fact, most people say this is the biggest trait of narcissism, the way to definitely see that somebody is narcissistic. And that is they lack empathy. What is empathy? Empathy is the ability to feel somewhat what another person feels, to the point that you can hurt for that person, or you can feel sad for them, or you can feel angry for them, or happy with them. It's a way to kind of plug in to another person's emotions, but not to the point that it's destroying you, just to a point that you understand, you get what that person is going through. It's a way of putting yourself in somebody's shoes, so to speak. I didn't start out by saying that because that seems kind of cliche. Putting yourself in someone's shoes. Everybody is not going to be able to relate to somebody 100%, obviously. But empathy is a way of literally looking at a situation and saying, how would I feel in that situation? Somebody gets hurt. Do you look at them and think, well, I guess they got what was coming to them? That's not empathy. Or do you look at them and say, gosh, that must have really hurt. I wish there was something I could do. That's empathy. Narcissists are not able to identify with or associate with. Sometimes they can't even acknowledge needs and ideas of other people, choices of other people. They have to manipulate people to do what they want because they can't conceive how you could differ in opinion to them, or that you would want to have a different choice in the matter than they would, or that you would react a different way than they would. They don't get it because they don't have empathy. They don't have that ability to identify with what you're going through. They literally don't. And the sad and probably scary thing is, if you are ever stuck in a relationship one-on-one with these people, you will know that they lack empathy, because you will feel this coldness towards you when you need them the most. They won't be there. And if they are there, they're there with the wrong motive. They're there to look good. They're there so that they can say, well, when she was in the hospital, I stayed with her. I was there the whole time. I never left her side. I'm such a good parent. That kind of thing. That's not empathy. That's basically trying to get attention for yourself as being the perfect parent, so that you can feel good about who you are. And that's wrong to use somebody that way. Narcissists just don't get it. They don't understand that when a kid is standing there gushing blood, you need to take care of the matter. You need to bandage them, take them to the doctor. I had somebody in my life at one point that my kids would get severely hurt, and his response was, oh, just brush it off, you'll be fine. And then I would take them to the doctor, and I'd get yelled at by the doctor. What were you thinking? Why didn't you bring them in sooner? They could have lost so much blood they would die. What are you thinking? And I'd have to say, well, I wasn't allowed to bring them in. I didn't have a way here. And yeah, that didn't fly very well, and it didn't make me seem like a very responsible person either. So you cannot do that. You can't stay with somebody that can't recognize and sympathize and empathize with your needs or your children's needs. That's just dangerous. That's how a lot of abuse happens, I believe. All right, so yeah, the lack of empathy, that's a big one. I did put a link here. I do hope that it will kind of clarify a little bit more about what this empathy thing is and how it all works. Now, I've talked to a few empaths. It's a little bit more extreme than what I'm talking about. Empaths are people that literally can be in a room and absorb all the energy of everybody around them. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about somebody that can relate and have feelings that go along with the situation that the person is in. So it's a little bit different than the empath thing. And I don't quite completely understand empaths myself, because I don't think I'm a full empath. I think I have empathy, but I don't think I'm an empath. Anyway, they are interesting people, so if you know any, you know what I'm talking about. So stay tuned. I will bring the next video shortly. Number 8. Thanks.